What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review of Basketball Wives Season 10, Episode 14. You know, they broke up Season 10 in the first half and the second half, and I had said I wasn't going to do the second half, but then I started watching everybody else's reviews, and I was like, you know what? I might actually have something to say about this, so let me go on and give y'all a little something. I know it's late, but we here now, okay? So let's start this episode off. We have Brooke in the church crying, praying, the pastor come and give her some words of encouragement. Now, unfortunately, this was filmed before her daughter passed away. And so I think a lot of people probably saw that and thought this was going to be about her daughter, but it wasn't. This was about her marriage. Her marriage has dissolved, okay? She caught the man cheating, and she is dealing with the reality of her new normal, right? Later on in the episode, we see that she has permanently moved back to LA, and the ladies come and check on her. Brooke, I was gonna say Brooklyn. That ain't her name. British. I knew it was a location. It was British, and it was Brooke, and it was somebody else, child. They came to check on her, and she crying on their shoulder, and she is telling them that, you know, the man fell asleep with his phone open. She went through the phone, found the messages, confronted him, and it's a wrap. She said she done, that's it, that's over. Now, Brooke was like, well, girl, are you sure? Like, maybe you need to take some time, and maybe you need to really think about it, and, you know, before you make any permanent decisions. I think packing up everything and moving across the country is pretty permanent, because she was living in New York, now she's living in LA. But on one hand, Brooke has a point. Like, you're emotional, you're upset, give yourself time to process, give yourself time to grieve, and then see where you are. But on the flip side, I keep calling that woman Brooke. Brooke is the one who husband, what the other girl? I'm going to go to my damn notes. Y'all know I ain't talking about Brooke. Brandy is like, girl, you know, why don't you process and let your body think about it, let yourself think about it. And Brooke was like, girl, let me tell you something. All my kids are grown, so I'm not sticking around for no kids. And I know what I am worth, and I know what I will and will not put up with, and this is a non-negotiable for me. He cheated, it's a wrap. So on one hand, I understand where Brandy is coming from, but on the flip side, Brooke is very clear about where she stands in this situation. And I'm like, girl, I feel you, child, I feel you. Then we see Jennifer, she's still with Jelani, and they still cute. She said, girl, I never thought that when I went to that little, you know, meat market situation last year with Duffy, I never thought I would walk away with a man, but that is exactly what I have, and we are going strong. We see the two of them being all cute and figuring out outfits and stuff, and Jelani says, look, I got something for you, and she was like, ooh, what he got for me? A new bag? A diamond ring? He said, I want you to meet my parents, and she was like, oh, okay then. I mean, I guess I can meet your parents, but you know, that's the next step. You know, meeting your parents, and then the next thing you know, it's boom. Now it's time for a ring. So she was here for the meeting the parents situation. Later on in the episode, we see her meeting up with the parents. Now listen, I do feel like once you get to a certain age, that whole meet the parents situation is not as formal as it once was. You know what I'm saying? But girl, first of all, the first thing you did was order some wine. I don't know if that's the best first impression you want to give these people about your character, that the first thing you're doing is ordering wine. But okay, who am I to judge? I mean, you know. Then the first thing out the daddy's mouth is, what are your intentions with my son? She was like, damn, shouldn't this be the other way around? Shouldn't it be my daddy grilling him? Oh my gosh, why are they grilling me like this? Now, I get it, because I feel like y'all 70 years old. Why y'all need the parents talking about some, what are your intentions? Child, whatever they are. But it was cute. Daddy was real cute with it. Mama was real cute with it. And she was like, I mean, and she just kept saying, oh my God, oh my God. Now, granted, I am old school. That would have got me popped in the mouth. Let me use the Lord's name in vain around my mama. That would still get me popped in the mouth. And I'm good and grown, okay? I'm good and grown. And my mama, and if my grandmama was still alive, she would pop me twice, okay? I'm good and grown. So when she kept saying it in my mind, I was thinking, girl, don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. But again, I know that I'm old school. I'm old. In my mind, I'm old, child. But it seemed like it went well, you know. Then the mama started talking about some she want kids. From who? Jennifer? Girl, you better get that dog. That's the closest you're going to get to some kids is her puppy. Because Moving on. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Jackie in Malaysia. They meeting up, they chilling. Jackie's still missing Doug. Child, I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. And I damn sure don't want to see a wedding this season. Can we not do that? Moving forward. They're talking, Malaysia. And Malaysia, I'm just going to cut to it because they ain't talking about nothing, child. Malaysia says that she got a cease and desist from her ex-husband. She said, now remember, this was all filmed months ago. So they filmed this scene before, they filmed the first half of the season, and it hadn't been shown yet when she got the cease and desist from her ex-husband, telling her, don't use my name, don't talk about me on the show, or it's going to be some problems, right? So now she's like, well, who the hell went back and told him that I was talking about him and I was using him as a storyline? So two things come to my mind, because on this one, I'm kind of with Malaysia on this one. Somebody said something, because out of all these years that you've been doing the show, and out of all these situations you had going on, all of a sudden, now that you have decided to use your child support situation as a storyline, now all of a sudden you getting a cease and desist. But here are three thoughts. I said two, but in my mind I just thought about a third one. There are three ways that this could have went down. One, you could be right. Somebody on the cast said something to Jelani. That ain't your husband, Gennaro, about you using him as a storyline. That's not probable. Second one could be that maybe production reached out to him to see if he wanted to speak on the record and see if he wanted to talk about it. The third thing could be your kids. Like, your kids are not stupid. Your kids are around while you are filming these scenes, and I'm sure they have heard you make comments. Kids talk. Kids repeat things. Kids say things that they don't realize they're saying something wrong, or they don't realize they're creating a situation. And honestly, if I had to put my money on it, that's where I would put it. That the kids done said something to the man and he didn't respond. Either that, or he know that he doing wrong by you, and it was only a matter of time before you would say something on the show. I doubt that too. He would have to be real psychic for that to go down. So there's that. Now, let me go back to my notes, child, because I'm all out of order on this episode at this point, child. I'm all over the place. Okay. Then we see Duffy having a conversation with British. British is letting us know that she is still out on bail or bond, whatever, that she has to do certain things to stay, stay on the right side of the law, that her case is not over. It is still very much ongoing, and she is dealing with it, and it's a lot on her. Duffy is saying that she's doing a better job of balancing home and work life. She says she's taking a lot more local gigs. When she does travel, she travels close to home, so she's not gone for extended periods of time. She is still working on her album, and life is life. She decides, they talking about Brooke, boom, boom, boom. She decides that it's time for her to have a little girls' night out, to put Brooke in a better spirit, to cheer Brooke up, and they talk about whether they're going to invite Malaysia or not. Duffy says, look, I know you and Malaysia ain't all that tight, and I know things ain't really in well, and the desert little situation with Malaysia, but let's invite her. Okay, let's extend the invitation, and let's see if she gonna come down to the situation to help Brooke, right? And of course, Malaysia, when she was talking to Jackie, and Jackie asked her about coming around the girls, and she was like, I guess, I just don't know. Child, whatever, you gonna show up so you get your paycheck. Moving on. So, we get to the situation down to, I think the name of the place is Sidelines. It's got a whole sports vibe, and I guess it's like a script club-ish situation. I don't know. But it was cute or whatever. So we get down there, and so all these different situations happen, right? Let's just go through it. Malaysia confronts Brandy and asks Brandy if she was the one that called Gennaro and told Gennaro about the child support, because she was like, I got a whole cease and desist, and was it you? And Brandy was like, girl, what you talking about? Like, I don't even talk to you. Why would I be talking to your ex-husband? Like, we ain't friends. I don't know him like that. Girl, what are you talking about? And she was like, oh, okay. But I didn't like the way Malaysia approached it, because Malaysia was like, well, I do have a bone to pick with you. So when you say I have a bone to pick, that insinuates that you believe that she's the one that did it and that she is guilty. That is what it insinuates. And instead of saying, girl, let me talk to you about something, because I got this cease and desist, and I am really tripping. Do you know who could have said something to Gennaro? Have you talked to Gennaro? But the way you said it, it came off very accusatory. But Brandy didn't get excited about it. Brandy was like, girl, no, it did happen. So then Brooke was like, me and Malaysia ain't really end off in the best place, but we all here to have a good time. We all here to cheer me up. So, I'm gonna open myself up to the situation and I'm gonna let it be what it's gonna be. So then we had the conversation with, because that was after Jackie encouraged Brandy to go talk to Malaysia, whatever. Then we had the conversation. Now, Jackie and Brooke are in a better situation. They even showed us a scene that they filmed, where Brooke went to go see Jackie, bought her a little housewarming gift. They was talking, they made up, they cool now. Then we had the conversation with, they were talking to Brooke about her plans and what she's planning to do. And Brandy is giving Brooke the, well, girl, are you sure? Girl, are you sure? Girl, are you sure? Listen, Brandy, just because you chose to take your husband back after he cheated 10, 20, 50, 30 times and y'all had to go down to the Ayala Van Zant and everything else, just because you have decided to forgive and forget, does not mean everybody else has that same ministry in their heart. And it's nothing wrong, because, listen, I can't tell you what to do in your marriage and vice versa. So if you choose to forgive your man and move forward, who am I to judge? But what you can't do is be mad at other people who have said that's not going to happen on my watch. Not today, Satan, okay? You can't be mad because somebody else said no ma'am, no sir, no Pam. The flip side of the situation is, again, the ladies are there to support Brooke, hear her story, and of course she told them, how, they had that whole conversation again, and she was like, yeah, I'm just ready to move on. That's it. I had my good days, I had my bad days. That's to be that's understandable. What else went down, child? Because, it was a couple of little situations. So, again, Jennifer was saying that she still ain't really feeling Malaysia. She's still side-eyeing the whole, situation. But she could be cordial. She could make it do what it do for the purposes of the entertainment and for Brooke. I feel like that was it. I don't know. Somewhere halfway through the episode, I stopped taking notes. I guess maybe I wasn't interested anymore. I don't know. But that's it. If I remember later something else, I forgot. My bad. But I feel like that's the main situation that went down. That's the crux of the situation that had happened down to the Scripper Club. Then we see Brooke finally talk, because I think they convinced Brooke to talk to the man, because she was like, I don't have nothing to say to him. Like, that's it, that's all. He blocked. Do not disturb. You cannot get through. Return to sender. I'm sorry, the person you're trying to reach has changed in whatever. He can't get her. So they convinced her to let him at least to talk to him. So we see this scene where he's calling her. He done sent her flowers, yada, yada, yada. But baby, she's just not here for it. And again, does that mean it's over forever? Probably, because she arguing with the mistress down to the Instagram. But it seems to me like that it's a wrap. Like, she's not interested. Like, I don't even see where she can fake it. Like, she's on the phone with this man and her face is so over it. She's just done and she's over it. And my thing is this. She said that she felt like something was off. So you probably felt like it was going down. You probably felt like there was something happening that you didn't know about behind the scenes, behind your back, in your face, whatever. Because honestly, I feel like that's where it went, So at the end of the day, she pretty much shot him down. He was trying to talk to her, want to see her, want to talk to her, and she was just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what we need to talk about. I don't know where we need to go from here. I don't know what needs to happen. Anyway, with that being said, that's pretty much the episode. If I forgot anything, I'll catch y'all on the back end. Like I said, I don't know where my notes went. But I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.